How is it going, everyone? And welcome back to the ultimate Minecraft survival guide for 2026. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, we just survived our first day, and we're going to be looking how to effectively explore caves and become OP fast. Last video, I told you to find a cave nearby and note down its location. Although caves contain a ton of resources that'll help us craft stronger stuff like iron and diamonds, they aren't just a free-for-all. Due to the darkness, they contain significant threats like monsters and cliffs that we'll need to create a strategy for so we can get OP stuff as fast as possible without dying. So first, let's talk about combat. Most of the monsters in caves are pretty easy to deal with. You have zombies and spiders, which are basic melee mobs that don't do much damage, but you need to be careful. Zombies are slow, but they like to attack in groups, so just because you kill one in a cave, don't automatically let your guard down. Make sure to scan for more in the area so you don't get jump scared and die. Spiders do less damage, but are a lot faster, so you want to keep some space and only get close when you need to get a hit on them if that's possible. The real threats in a cave though are skeletons and creepers. These guys end the most mining sessions. Skeletons are annoying mobs that shoot bow and arrows with painful accuracy. Early on, if you want to avoid their arrows, you'll need to strafe left and right, wait until their bow is on cooldown, and once you get close to them, try to finish them off quickly. Once you start getting some iron, you can also make a shield with 6 planks and 1 iron ingot. You can put this shield in your left hand through your inventory slot, and the shield allows you to block their arrows entirely. This is super nice and works on other mobs too really well, so a shield is definitely a recommended option once you have more resources. Creepers are tricky because they actually blow up, which does a lot of damage if you're too close. If you're facing them regularly, just hit them once, move back, and hit them again, rinse and repeat so you don't give them enough time to charge up. But you also want to make sure that when you're mining, they don't sneak up on you and they give you very little time to react when they're about to blow up. So stay aware of your surroundings at all times. The shield can also block creeper explosions really well, so this is another reason to get one. You can even use these shields strategically. For example, if you see a large group of mobs with a creeper nearby, you can let the creeper explode and block it with the shield, killing all the other mobs there without needing to fight. Less common, but still encounterable in a cave is the witch. This monster throws potions at you that will damage you significantly. It has a long attack cooldown though, so the best strategy when you see it is to rush it and kill it as fast as possible. If you get hit by one of its poison potions, it's better to run away and hide for a bit as well, as these can do a fair bit of damage and require some healing time with food. And finally, we got the rare Enderman. This guy is actually friendly despite being quite intimidating and will actually be important later when we're trying to beat the game. But for now, just avoid staring directly at him, otherwise he'll get mad and attack you. One more tip for combat in caves is that if you're playing on PC or Java Edition, you want to make sure to time your hits properly. If you spam click and click before your sword's cooldown is finished, you'll do way less damage. But if you wait in between hits for just a split second, you'll do the full damage of the sword. So now that we've dealt with combat, the next important thing in caves is visibility. You want to make sure you have a lot of torches, as this prevents mobs from spawning and allows you to see ores much better. You can find lots of coal ore to craft torches in caves, or if you want, like last video, you can also use charcoal too. Of course, you also want to take a bunch of food. Food allows you to regenerate health if you take damage and keeps your hunger bar full at the same time. And finally, once you go deep in caves, you might also encounter some lava, and you should avoid touching it at all costs if you don't want to get deep fried. Now that we've gotten the safety protocols out of the way, let's talk about the main caving strategy to get a bunch of resources quickly. So at this point in the beginning, the main resource we're after is iron. Iron will allow us to craft stronger tools so we can mine more, plus armor to protect ourselves. You can find a lot of iron ore higher up in caves. It's not that difficult, but an even better way is to utilize mega veins of iron. These giant iron veins spawn below layer 0. They can contain hundreds to thousands of iron ore blocks in a single vein, and the ore is all joined together by tuff blocks. Tuff is a gray, smooth looking stone that you find down here. So you want to look for iron ore next to tuff and mine out the pocket. It might take a bit to find one of these that's actually a mega vein, but once you find even 1 or 2 mega veins, you have enough iron for the rest of your time in this world. And by the way, you want to get extra, like a lot extra. It'll help later. After you get all of this iron, you want to smelt all of it using the furnace. Remember to take advantage of all the pockets of coal ore you might find in the cave. Don't just leave them, as they are great furnace fuel. Smelting the raw iron will turn it into iron ingots. You can use these ingots to make better iron tools, including most importantly an iron sword and pickaxe, along with a full set of iron armor. This armor will make it much harder for mobs to kill you and make exploring the deeper parts of the cave safer. Getting an iron pickaxe is also great great for mining, as you can now mine a lot of new ores you couldn't before, like gold, redstone, and diamonds. It's at this point that I would recommend going deeper in the cave if you can, so that we can find some of these rarer ores. Although gold and redstone are nice, diamonds should be our priority, as diamonds will allow us to make the next strongest tier of tools and armor. Now, to get diamonds, there are two really good main methods I would recommend. First, you can explore really deep caves that go close to layer -50. These are really good for finding diamonds, but it can get quite dangerous down there with all the mobs and lava. The second option is underwater caves. Yes, caves do generate in the ocean, like full-on caves, and diamonds actually spawn more frequently in these caves than in surface caves. There's also no mobs to worry about down there. The only problem is breathing, and you can solve that by using doors to create air pockets or magma blocks. Magma blocks spawn down in the ocean, and breaking one and placing it down when you need it creates a bubble column that allows you to breathe. Once you find some diamonds, you don't want to mine out all the diamonds with your iron pickaxe though, and I'll show you why in a second. You want to get yourself about 5 to 10 diamonds, and then you want to craft a diamond pickaxe, the second strongest pickaxe in the game, and allows you to mine more blocks as well. We're going to enhance it with an enchantment. To do this, we'll first need to find ourselves a village structure. Villages are pretty common structures that spawn throughout the world. It's mostly just a bunch of houses with their inhabitants, the villagers. Finding one isn't crazy hard. They spawn in almost every major overworld biome, including plains, deserts, snow, and more. If you're having trouble though, try exploring for one at night, as villagers actually emit light at night, which makes them much easier to see. With your newly equipped iron armor, weapons, and shield, you also don't need to worry as much about monsters at night either. Now, once you find yourself a village, you want to find one of these plain, generic looking villagers with no skin. This guy is unemployed, but we're going to give him a job. What you want to do is craft him a workstation called the lectern. The lectern is crafted as follows, and basically, when you place the lectern down near this unemployed villager during the day, he will claim it, turning himself into a librarian. Remember how I was talking about applying an enchantment to our pickaxe earlier? Well, this guy literally sells them up front in the form of enchanted books. All you need is a book and some emeralds. You don't need to mine them out or anything, you just get them from trading with villagers in general. One guy you want to trade with in particular though is the Fletcher. You can create a Fletcher by making a fletching table. Place the fletching table down near an unemployed villager, causing them to turn into a Fletcher. This guy allows you to get emeralds simply by giving him a bunch of sticks. It's a steal of a trade, and it's the easiest way to get emeralds for the librarian's enchantment. Besides emeralds, you'll also need a book. This is very simple to craft, 3 leather, which you can get from killing cows, and 3 sugarcane can craft some paper. So from this point, let's focus on the librarian. We want to reset his trades until he gives us a very specific enchanted book that we're looking for. The way you reset his trades is by breaking his lectern and then replacing it again. You want to keep resetting the librarian's trades until he gives you a Fortune 3 enchanted book as a trade option. As soon as you see this book, you want to trade for it. After this, the next step is to make an anvil. 3 iron blocks, and iron blocks are just crafted from iron ingots, and then 4 iron ingots below that creates an anvil. Now, opening up the anvil, and with your diamond pickaxe, you want to put the diamond pickaxe in one slot and the Fortune 3 enchanted book in the other, applying the Fortune 3 enchantment on our diamond pickaxe. The way Fortune 3 works on a pickaxe is that it actually multiplies the amount of drops that you get from ores. This means that when you mine diamond ore, you might get double, triple, or even quadruple the amount of diamonds from only one ore block than you would with a regular pickaxe. As you can imagine, this allows you to get a bunch of diamonds way faster. You want to head back into the cave or underwater cave with your new Fortune 3 pickaxe and simply mine as much diamond ore as you can find. Unlike iron, you don't actually need to smelt diamonds, which is also really nice. Leave the cave either by digging straight up or through the entrance and head back to your base. With all these diamonds, you can now create a full set of diamond tools plus diamond armor, which is significantly stronger than iron armor. With the diamond gear, common overworld monsters that we talked about in the beginning will already pose almost 0 threat to you. You just went from 0 to absolutely OP in your survival world. The next steps from here, well, you're already pretty overpowered. Next video, we're going to break the game. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please consider dropping a like and a sub, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.